We closed on the 25th of March. But at that time, we were experiencing very high order intake levels. So we closed the business with a combined order book of probably 2 to 2.5 weeks, which would have been spread over a period of time. But now coming back over 6 to 8 weeks, we've now got a very, very strong order book. And we've had, over the 2 or 3 weeks that we've had the office man, extremely high and good order intakes. The highest demand is coming from the domestic aluminium market and the light commercial, and door systems, solar control, domestic properties having large areas of glass, either as new builds or as refurbishment. That market has clearly quite buoyant. But that takes us probably to June, July, August. Obviously, all this needs balancing with the all very important word that we're all very familiar with now, which is cash control. Business in 2021 is going to be very much focused on cost control, efficiencies, changing ways in which we work. But we definitely did make a strategic move to go into markets, high-end domestic aluminium type work. And I don't see that market changing dramatically. If you look at what areas may be affected with what's happening, high streets, shops, what's going to happen to the retail, the city centres, the commercial centres of the country, where people are now working from home, what's going to happen to the prestigious buildings that we build or we may need. People who are in that market, I'm sure, will be affected. The markets we're in at the moment, mainly domestic and small commercial, I don't think will have a huge effect as we come back into living with coronavirus. I was talking to a customer just yesterday who was very excited. He's an aluminium fabricator of domestic, mainly domestic type work. And he's developing an internal screen system. So he was talking to me yesterday about huge amounts of single glass for a very, very large project that he's working on. So I know we've seen the screens that have come up in the supermarkets and the stores, Perspex or polycarbonate, which I understand there's a very limited supply of that material now. So glass, I can see very much an opportunity for those type of systems. Another customer I was talking to down in the southwest, they were looking at the possibility that people may be wanting to develop holiday homes more, spend more money on them, or develop holiday homes into permanent residences, and looking at what we've returned to and the projects that are currently being worked on. And the optimism and the enthusiasm is still there. I think everybody's getting to the point that we've got to live with what we have now. We've got to get on with business. We've got to find ways of working within the constraints that we've got. With the product range that we currently carry, with the different markets we're able to be in, a lot of those markets are still very buoyant. We've always been very adaptive. We've got an incredible group of colleagues who have already shown, those who've come off furlough, they've been able to adapt to the new workings and produce some very, very good products, you know, in the short few weeks that we've been back in business. So things we can't do anything about. We can't do anything about recessions. We can't do anything about the virus. We can't do anything about markets that are affected by that. But there is opportunities.